And joining us right now from Globe Life Field, it's new Texas Rangers ace, right-handed pitcher, Jacob deGrom. Jacob, thanks so much for joining us, man.
Yeah, thanks for having me, guys.
So what is it? What have the last, I don't know, 6 days been like for you? Maybe even longer. Maybe the last 7.
It's been kind of a whirlwind. Just figuring out everything. Deciding to come to Texas and be a part of the Rangers. It was very exciting, and then traveling here. Doing this announcement. It's been kind of a whirlwind, but we are super excited to be here, and me and my family are looking forward to the next 5+ years here.
Are you going to plant roots here? I know you live in Florida. Are you looking to be a full-time resident here, or how do you guys plan on doing that?
Yeah, we'll probably still end up spending the off seasons in Florida. With 2 kids, they love seeing their grandparents. My family, and as well as my wife's family. So we're close to everybody there. So we'll probably continue to live in Florida, but looking for a place to live here throughout the year.
Okay. So you just had your press conference, so hopefully these memories are these thoughts are close to your head. What was it? What was it that sold you on the Texas Rangers?
Yeah, like I said, I think it's whenever you hear that teams are calling, Texas was one that I heard that we were going to have a Zoom call with and go through the meeting process with, and I was excited, and you're excited to see what teams have to say, and talking to CY and Boch was on the call, just hearing those guys' vision. Boch has won 3 World Series, so he knows what it takes to get there, and the vision of this team and where we want to be lined up with what I wanted to do. I want to win baseball games and ultimately win a World Series, and that's where the goal is, and to do that for a number of years. That was the vision of what they're trying to do here, and I felt like that lined up with what me and my family wanted to do, and ultimately made the decision to sign with the Texas Rangers, and thrilled about it.
Unfortunately I've had a pretty close view, and John too, of the last 2 seasons, and they haven't been great on the field, but you could see the progress
without a doubt.
So as you did your research, you see the progress, I'm assuming. Otherwise you wouldn't be here.
Yeah, definitely. You see the signings of Corey and Marcus, and those guys are some of the best players in baseball, and then continuing to add throughout this offseason, and saying that they wanted me. The Texas Rangers came after me and really wanted me here, and I felt like this was a place that I can help, and we want to go out there every 5th day and put us in a position to win a baseball game. And anything can happen in this sport. So we're excited. All this is exciting, but the real excitement is when we step between those lines and leave it all out on the field.
You talked about this also. You've had a couple rough years on the injury front this year. The stress reaction, which you said was kind of a freak injury. But I do think a lot of people are wondering how is Jacob deGrom feeling?
Yeah, I feel really good. Finished the season really strong. Felt healthy. Felt like I could have kept going. So. With that being said, you go into the off season and the goal, you prepare to make 30 plus starts, and you hope it ends up being quite a bit more than that, and you're pitching deep into playoffs, and that's the goal for me. Go out there, like I said, every 5th day, take the ball, and put us in a position to win. That's the ultimate goal, and the ultimate goal is winning a World Series. So anything that I can do to help with that, that's what I want to do.
I thought it was pretty interesting when we talked afterward, that you knew Keith Meister from the scapula injury that you had this year, and he's kind of like, that's kind of like his specialty, is the subscapulus and the scapula stuff. So I guess it's a nice comfort level knowing that you're coming to a team with a doc who and who knows you.
Yeah, that's a nice comfort level, and that was just. Obviously that was frustrating last year. Like I said, I felt really good, last spring, and it was just a weird bone injury. And talking to Meister about that, and him saying, "Hey, you just got to wait for this to heal. Everything looks fine. You just got to wait for this to heal." And once it did, was able to build back up and go out and pitch. And like I said, finish the year healthy. So, preparing this off season to go out there and make 30 plus starts.
We had Mike Maddox in studio earlier in the show, and you also touched on this, but this guy's one of the best pitching coaches in baseball. What can a veteran and a Cy Young winner like you take from Mike Maddox?
I've had a lot of people who've impacted me a lot in my career, and a lot of them have been different pitching coaches. So, you take bits and pieces and find out things that work for you. He may view something a little different, and you try it, and oh man, that worked. So, anybody who's been around the game that long obviously knows a lot about it. So, to be able to learn and constantly try to figure out a way to get guys out, it's a plus. So, looking forward to my opportunity with working with Mike and seeing what he has to offer. You're always trying to get better and always trying to learn new things in this game. And I think he's going to be great at helping me with that.
So you had your family there today. How old are your kids?
I got 2 kids, Jackson's 6 and Aniston's 4. So, they're excited to be here.
That's what I was going to guess. Is Jackson, is he playing T-ball, or is he gotten into it yet?
Yeah, he played, he didn't, he was a little too old to play T-ball. He missed the cutoff by like 9 days, so he had to play against some 8-year-olds. But he did great. He's starting to really like baseball, so bringing him into the clubhouse and getting him out on the field and enjoying that time with him here, definitely looking forward to making those kind of memories as well.
What do you think about 8-year-old baseball? I mean, it's rough. I mean, my son's 10, but I mean, it's fun. It's fun, but
hey, I got more nervous than when I pitched for him. I'm like, all right, I hope he has a good game, and then sitting there pacing back and forth. My wife's like, hey, calm down, would you? And she's like, now you know how we feel when you pitch. I said, oh well.
That's good stuff. All right, real quick, I'm going to turn over to John and maybe ask you some non-baseball stuff.
Yeah, we usually do this, and you'll learn this more as we see you around the clubhouse and all of that. Mine's more fun stuff. Only going to keep you for a couple of days because I know you got 10 minutes to get out of here, and I appreciate it. First of all, you're from Oman Beach, Florida, Calvary Christian Academy. That's where you went to high school. Did you play any other sports when you were in hise school?
I played basketball, and I golfed some.
You golfed? Hey, what's your golf game? Are you scratch like a lot of pitchers?
I went to, when I was younger, I switched to right-handed, then I switched back to left-handed. So, golf game's not very good.
Okay.
Okay. Now you go to Stetson University. Let me understand this right. You were a shortstop originally, right?
Freshman year, third base, sophomore year, shortstop, junior year, shortstop and pitching.
And pitching. So you were always pitching. Were you coming out of the bullpen? What? I mean, you're throwing 100 miles. Were you throwing that hard in high school?
No, I didn't pitch much in high school. I'd throw every once in a while, but in my first 2 years in college, I didn't pitch at all. And then I might have had one inning. I can't remember in a blowout game. They, brought him in to throw. My first 2 years in college, I didn't pitch. And then the plan was to play shortstop when I was a junior in close. And then I got switched to a starting pitcher.
So I mean, Stetson's where Corey Kluber went. How far apart were you guys?
I'm not sure. I think his last spring was my first fall.
Okay.
So I was springs 8, 9, 10 there. So I think 7 was his last year. I'm not sure though.
Yeah, the Hatters were the producer of Cy Young winners.
This is always one of my fun ones I like to ask. You were drafted in the 9th round by the Mets. Of course, back then, that was when was that? It was 2010 when you were drafted. So you weren't in New York, your 9th round. How did you find out you'd been drafted? How did that go?
I think I was at my grandma's and just got a call like, hey, we're going to take you in the 9th round. And I said, okay, awesome.
Do you remember where you reported first?
Down to St. Lucie.
St. Lucie. All right, we're going to get out of here. One question we ask a lot of people that's a lot of fun. It's what's something that nobody knows about you. If you want to know a couple of fun ones, your general manager there, we always ask, what's something nobody knows about Jacob deGrom? We've got some fun ones. Jack Leiter doesn't like peanut butter. Mike Maddox, what did he say today?
Scared of heights.
He's scared of heights. Anything, what's something that nobody knows about Jacob deGrom?
I'm not really sure. They can answer that right off the top of their head. That's going to... Yeah, I'll have to think about that and get back with you on that.
I'll see you out there. We'll see you at spring training out there. Well, I'm going to hit you back up on that one. Hey, Jacob, welcome to Texas. We're so excited to have you here. I come at this from kind of the Ranger fan time. Look, this is the first time a true ace like this. I mean, we had Nolan Ryan. He was great, but not with your resume coming in here. It's super exciting. Welcome to Texas.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys.
All right,
that's Jacob deGrom, Texas Rangers.
Happy holidays.
Happy holidays, and we'll see you around spring.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thank you. Appreciate it.